All right, where's my other dude? Surprise! Another one. Peeps is back. Peeps is broken as hell. Yeah, this card is nuts. Definitely going to be seeing a lot of that for sure. What's up and welcome back to a new Duskmourn standard video, and today we're having a look at this really cool Sultai Manifest Dread deck that just generates a ton of value. And I love these types of decks where we're just playing a bunch of, like, you know, flood the whole board with creatures, draw a bunch of cards, and basically just set up a bunch of like cool value engines. So this deck is basically built around Sultai the Infiltrator and Vannifar evolved Enigma. The Vannifar is a 4-mana 3/4 creature. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you can cloak a card from your hand or put a 1/1 counter on each colorless creature you control. Now these like cloaked creatures are 2/2s, they're colorless, so Vannifar would give those +1/+1, but that's the same counts for like the creatures that you get out of Manifesting Dread. So there's a lot of like overlap there with synergy. Now Sultai the Infiltrator is a 2-mana 2/3, and whenever one or more other non-token creatures you control enter, if none of them were cast or no mana was spent to cast them, you draw a card. So Sultai goes crazy with these like Manifest Dread cards because they are not tokens, but they're also like not cast or no mana was spent to cast them, so you get to draw a card off them. So something like Growing Dread, a 2-mana enchantment, when it enters you Manifest Dread, would trigger Sultai. We also have the big scary guy, Eyeball, 3-mana 5/5. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you exile 6 cards from your hand with flying, and at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you Manifest Dread. Like, this might arguably be one of the strongest cards to come out of the entire of Duskmourn. That's an early prediction. This card is so good, and especially if you get that set up with Sultai, then you can just basically draw free cards every turn while you're also making 2/2s. Now, this isn't really a deck that you would normally see the Oculus in, because we're not cheating the Oculus into play through, you know, milling the card and then doing something like, you know, Helping Hand, which is what you're seeing in these like blue-white decks, or you're going to see in these blue-white decks. What we're trying to do is we're trying to cheat the Oculus into play by just having it come out of something like Manifest Dread or, you know, cloaking. And that's very powerful very often, because we don't have to worry about having to exile 6 cards from our graveyard. I mean, we can very easily do it in this deck, but it doesn't make it so that the Abhorrent Oculus can get into play on as fast as turn 3. Whereas if I do something like Growing Dread and I end up, you know, Manifesting Dread and having the Oculus be the creature face down on the board, then on turn 3 I can turn it face up and I can attack with it, and I can, you know, get the trigger at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep. So that's kind of the idea behind the Oculus in here, and it's just such a fantastic value engine. Same with the Huntswood Shrieker, 3-mana 3/3, and when it attacks, you Manifest Dread. There's also the, you know, the activated ability where you can reveal your target face down permanent, and if it's a creature card, you may turn it face up. So this deck doesn't really take super advantage of that. I mean, if you turn a 3-mana creature face up for 2 mana, you kind of have like 1 mana, you know, save there, which is nice. But we're just really have the Huntswood Shrieker in here to just, you know, create a bunch of 2/2s, then end up buffing all those 2/2s up with Vannifar, or like drawing free cards out of them. But we also have a little bit of the Sense synergy in here with the Stalactite Stalker, because when you Manifest Dread, you do put something in your graveyard, hopefully a permanent, and that would trigger your Stalactite Stalker. So I did think that that was really a cool card to include in here. And that's kind of what we're trying to do. Oblivious Bookworm is also a great card draw engine too. So this is really just one of those decks where you overwhelm your opponent with how many cards you have, and while you're doing that, you just flood the whole board with 2/2s, and also like filter through your deck pretty easily and get to all the right cards. I was really impressed by how strong this deck was. I don't think I dropped the game while I was playing with this. So let's get into the gameplay right now. There's also going to be an outro where I'll talk a little bit more about the synergies in this deck and how I would maybe build it differently. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in hearing some more. But for now, let's get into the gameplay. This video is brought to you by Ultimate Guard. Ultimate Guard provides you with premium protection for your trading cards, ranging from sleeves, deck boxes, playmats, binders, and more. Ultimate Guard has everything you need to keep your Magic cards safe, secure, and stylish. Support the channel and yourself by purchasing your Ultimate Guard products using the link in the description. Sure. Actually not casting turn 1 Stalker, but it's okay, I guess. Turn 2 Stalker. No targets. Let's go. It's a banger. This could be nice. Bookworm and Stalker. I'm looking respectfully. Okay, but that actually doesn't work because it's both at the beginning of your end step. There's no way to order them. Okay, that's a downside to Oculus or the Bookworm with the Stalker. Me, no synergy. Oculus! You own everything. This Vannifar's just gonna get removed. Gonna be interesting to see what new cards the opponent's playing. Please don't remove my Vannifar. Challenge. Sweet. Perfect. We've cheated our way into the Oculus. Ooh. The greatest thing is it's got ward, so it's protected, and then at some point we can, yeah, go crazy with the Dread tokens, so that should be cool. That should be cool. All right. That's kind of a dangerous game to be playing, but okay. Let's turn that face up. Let's put cloak the Shrieker. And then we gotta move. I wonder if they're gonna just play the Slasher. That's probably the plan. I think that's what they're trying to do. Satoru, kind of fire. God damn. Alright, I'm growing more concerned right now. Yikes. It's a little bit of a yikes. I don't know. I have to play it safe. Like I was thinking like, okay, I can always just swing with Oculus, but like I gotta play it safe, surely. Wait, I have to pay the manacles? Okay. Fine. Sure. I could be dead. I could be dead. Could be alive. I think one Ecclesalt hits me for 6, so... Yeah, that's what I've seen Oculus played in Azorius Mentor. Like, it felt crazy in there. What the fuck? What the hell? Wait, but okay, sure. What? I don't know. I felt like they would have won there. I have no idea. If I swing with everything, I mean... I don't know how to do this. Removal check? Yeah, I feel like they would have had hit us there. Definitely. Dude, surely I'm cooked, right? Is that 3 bloodletters? Yeah, it is. A previous opponent played like 3 ley lines, so we're on fire. You could say that for sure. Alright, you know what? Let's just go out with a bang. Swing with everything. Why not? We might as well go out with a bang. At this point. You know? So no new cards. I think they're probably playing the slasher. The hash-slinging slasher. Yeah. It's not good news. I wish. I guess there's still an opportunity for the Oculus to trigger Satoru and give us a go for the throat. There's a 10% chance of us actually drawing a go for the throat, so like we could still be in this. One time, go for the throat, one time, be nice. Please. Damn. Well, we tried. We tried. The pressure from the triple Aclazotz was just a little bit too much, unfortunately. You can just attack me, though. Can still disconnect, sure. Nah, that was a close game. It's unfortunate we like dug through like half of our deck and didn't find a go for the throat, but RNG, I fear. Alright. Let's try it. This is a good Manifest Dread setup. It's the same person again, isn't it? It sure is. Alright. This time around I have a go for the throat though, so we'll see. Stalkulus. Stalkulus. I'm trying to make my hit tweet. Coat. What's under this? It's a land. Well. Really not manifesting dread right now. Really not manifesting dread right now. Oh, they actually managed to pull it off. Crazy. Thank you. I don't know. I feel like I have to get rid of the slasher. The fact that it returns is so sick. Homie, what about a Vannifar or something? No? The draws are not giving. The draws are not giving. No, I know, but I don't want to attack with the Stalker. I don't know what was expected as opponent. God damn. I mean, like, I could remove the token and it would buy me time, so I guess I do. Oh my god, I can play Oculus. Let's go! Oculus! Peeps Eyeball. Peeps Eyeball saves us every time. Don't even worry about it. Peeps! Ooh, Satoru, also nice. Peeps to Eyeball with the clutch. Skyball. It's just Peeps. The bird loves the name Peeps. Peep. They're gonna find removal for Peeps though, aren't they? You're mean like that. Well, alright. Rip Peeps. It was fun. Hydration moment. I have some coffee. No, I think it works. I just don't have a deck that's like super focused on, you know, the Peeps strategy. We want to like manifest it with Dread and then turn it face up, but that's our Demonic Council. Alright. Commander Gamer. All the tutor effects and shit. Alright. Oh, sweet. We'd love to see it. It's gonna pass. A tutor? This clutch go for the throat, dude. Shit. Alright. Blessing. Last time around, we couldn't find one. This time around, we found one at the right time. And that's RNG balancing out for you. Wait, so this person was also in the ranked queue playing prowess. They all the prowess playing like gamers have gone out of the ranked queue into the play queue. Maybe we're in the wrong queues again. Or maybe everybody has just like ran away from the everybody has tried to escape from the ranked queues. Shit. They got tired of playing against each other? Probably, like... Probably. I know I'd be. Constantly queuing into each other, probably. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to do that. At least my Oculus is hopefully making some moves here. I mean, I gotta fill up my graveyard, so let's do that. Let's focus on that. How to brews? They're great. We're having fun so far. Took us a second to get to a shell with this one that kind of felt like worth playing, but we're making moves. Alright, I'm gonna have to remove that at some point. One card away from casting my Oculus. Hopefully Hauntwood Shrieker attacking gets that done. Link to this playlist? Yeah, you got it. Let me put it in the chat real quick. There you go. Y'all think the eyeball will get played in Phoenix? Honestly, I don't know. The thing is so cracked it could. Could very well be the case. Alright, Manifest Dread successfully. Peeps. Come here, homie. Peeps has arrived. Really like how these Oblivious bookworms enable, Oh, actually, because I turned something... What did I do? Unless a permanent entered battle face down under your control this turn. Interesting, okay. Sure. That's it. Why am I not discarding? But yeah, okay. The chain. Things are happening. Yeah, Shrieker manifested for us. Midnight Mayhem. Gremlins. Might actually be worth turning this face up so we could get some more value. Needs to attack, so then counter. I mean, I'm not going to turn anything face up there. So we're going to draw 2 free cards of the Bookworms? Yeah, okay, I think we're literally getting to something that ends up working, guys. I really think we are. I really think we are. We're going to draw 2 free cards. I mean, I could still die here, but... It's going. Ooh, a new Oculus? That'd be a 6/6. Doing some cool stuff? Nah, for sure, for sure. I mean, I guess I could get board wiped, like, I don't know. You could cast Sunfall in your enchantment token deck, I guess? Yeah, this is kind of the synergy we've been waiting for, like, manifesting Dread on the Oculus and then you cast it like that. That's really cool. Don't jinx it. Yeah, settle the wreckage. If Settle the Wreckage gets reprinted in Foundations, you will not be hearing from me. You will not be hearing from me. I think it's keepable, even though I'd rather not see these cards in my hand. And one way to get them out of our hand is with Vannifar. Yeah, like an Annabelle deck. You guys have the power. We're just like 18 subs away, I believe. I think 18. You see the sub goal top right? Is it not? Maybe it's not very readable, I'm not sure. Make it a bit bigger. Then you guys get to pick one. Or if someone like gifts the amount of subs needed themselves and it's like over 10, then I'll play whatever you want instead of giving the chat the poll. So this is blue. Interesting. Dread. So we can go in a grave. Sure. I mean, I'm not happy with either. I would like to have them in my hand, but we do get the Descent trigger. Boop. White Flash got a new tool. Yeah, so did Convoke. I'm kind of, I'm sure the people in the ranked queues are having fun with those. Probably. People in the ranked queues playing Convoke and Prowess against each other non-stop. Or something, I don't know. Have fun. Ooh, it's the bookworm. It's gonna be really nice with these stalkers. I gotta fill up the graveyard for these Oculus dudes. Probably have to shove one in there. Oh, actually, they don't work. Never mind. I keep forgetting they don't work together. Oh well. It's a non-bow with the... Well, not really a non-bow, but it doesn't work because this one triggers at the beginning of the end step. We need to manifest Dread quickly. Okay. I guess. Dude, give me 2 of these fucking peebs and I will be so happy. Double peebs. Double the fun. Hell yeah, peebs. Hell yeah. Peebs, peebs. It's so cool when you like turn it face up with manifesting Dread. That's just awesome. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. None of these we could turn face up. Yeah. The eyeball is looking. Shout out to the opponent for casting Brotherhood's End. Would have never been able to play Peeps without you, bestie. That was awesome. Normally I'd be like pretty pissed at a Brotherhood's End, but it enabled us, so I'm happy. That's blue. Okay, great. I feel seen. Yeah. I am perceived. Okay. This enabling, like, Oculus. Loving it. Loving the vibes. It's really good though, having a weakness of Graveyard Hate makes it worse post board unless you plan on manifesting with Vannifar. Yeah, so that's the whole thing about this deck. We don't even want to... Our main strategy is Oculus from being like manifested through Dread. So like a Hauntwood Shrieker making like Oculus going under it. That's like our main goal. Then our backup plan is Vannifar cloaking the Oculus from hand. And then as a last strategy, we have Oculus like being cast while exiling 6 cards from the graveyard. So it's like the last strategy that we want to like work with. Classic Thoughtseize bug, yeah. Thoughtseize bug still on the early access client. So I really like that because like the blue-white Oculus deck suffers from Graveyard Hate. And we don't. So that's awesome. Simultaneously, like, the deck also still synergizes with the strategy. Friday the 13th bop. Yeah, give me my dude back. Stupid bet. Okay. Mimby! I can hear her making noise. We're on the way. 5 cards, one more. One more for eyeball. You think the lands are not working out? For who? R&R. Alright, bye Satoru. Virgin stuff? For who? For me? Because as far as I'm aware, I can cast every spell in my hand, so I'm kind of chilling. I don't know what you would define as lands working, but I can cast everything, so that seems That fits my definition of something working. Yeah, but obviously, when you build your mana base right, it can also just be fine as an island, right? Like, that's the beauty of the deck. We don't have to have it be dual. So, working pretty well in my opinion. I've had it be like a dual a couple of times as well. Like, it's perfectly fine as an island too in this deck, which is good. So, they can't hit peeps. I've seen this like online somewhere where people were like raving about this like strategy where boiler build just hits your invasion and then you can turn that into a boiler build. Just like, that's cool. I did read about that somewhere. I think it might have been like Yeoman's like decks that I think he built this or something with at least that idea in mind. Ooh, Vannifar or another Oculus. I'll take the Oculus. Yeah, I think one of the coolest strategies that you can do with these like overlords is basically like blinking them back in play. Might be like a Pixie strategy or something. Another Brotherhood Sand or something. Cruelty of Gix, replay an Overlord. They're gonna steal my Oculus? No. Yeah, I've heard people on Twitter talk about Lich Knight's Conquest as well. Be a cool one for sure. All right, where's my other dude? Surprise! Another one. Peeps is back. Peeps is broken as hell. Yeah, still dead. I had a Peeps hidden. Yeah, this card is nuts. Definitely going to be seeing a lot of that for sure. Okay, so this deck was so impressive. Like, it was fantastic. Satoru absolutely shined in here. I always felt like there was a way for Satoru to be broken, and I think we finally found it in the form of Manifesting Dread. Same with Vannifar, also felt like a card that was so close to doing something, but didn't really get there with just the support from Murders. And now here we have Duskmourn that makes the card shine as well. Abhorrent Oculus and Hansu Shrieker are just insane engines of just putting a bunch of tutus on the board. And yeah, being in Sultai color, so shoving some black cards in here definitely made the deck feel a lot stronger. When I had built this initially, it was a Simic deck, and you know, there was a lot more synergy with Manifesting Dread, etc. But you do just miss that spot removal in the form of cut downs and go for the throats that you didn't really have access to if you're doing just Simic. Like, that really was one of the downsides. Like, I could get engines started, but then my opponent would do something that would go over the top of that, and I couldn't interact with it because I didn't really have any removal, and the game just like fell out of our out of the winning grip that we had it in. So yeah, black for removal is great, but especially black for Satoru. Like, it has to be the case that Satoru needs to be played in these like Manifest Dread decks. There might even be a deck that just is built around Satoru and Abhorrent Oculus and like Demir colors that at some point could pop up, because the interaction, but like the synergy between those cards is just so good. But I feel like with the mana in this Sultai deck, there's probably no reason to not splash black outside of maybe like financial reasons. Like, obviously all the lands are rares, which is pretty intense, but now with some of the new like Verges, like the Gloomlake Verge felt fantastic in here. Made it even easier to splash those like black cards and be able to get all the stuff you need on curve. So very impressed by how the deck performed. Yeah, I don't, like I said in the intro, I don't think I dropped the game with this. It was just awesome. And it's one of the things I absolutely love about Magic. Like a deck like this, it feeds my soul. I love it. So many engines, so many ways to put your like mana into things. Also that surprise element for your opponent, you know, to just all of a sudden turn something face up and it's a big Abhorrent Oculus. That's just so cool. So with that being said, it's time to shout out our bestie of the day. And our bestie of the day is Joner. Thank you so much for being a member and supporting me that way. I appreciate you so much. And with that being said, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know in the comments what you think of this deck, what you think of the Manifest Dread mechanic in general. Do you think it's very strong? Do you think it's a little bit underwhelming? Please let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And with that being said, I will see you again in the next video.